Today, I want to show you a car that's been in my family nearly 30 years. My dad's Mustang, and in this video, I'm hopefully going to have it running. But let me tell you a bit about it first.
This is a 1969 Ford Mustang convertible. My dad bought it back in the early 90s, and I basically grew up in this thing, being driven all over Melbourne, rain, hail or shine. He used it a lot, but this wasn't its original look.
Back in the 90s, the car actually looked like this, sky blue with a completely white interior. But that didn't last long, with Dad upgrading to these GT style wheels, GT style wing mirrors, and this GT style bonnet scoop. Then the overall change of colour to this deep midnight blue with a black interior.
But that was a long time ago, and now it needs a lot of work again. There's paint flaking off it, panel gaps light years apart, I'm sure there's rust, and the overall wear and tear of a 55-year-old Ford. But for now, let's put that aside because I want to address what's going on under the bonnet.
Well, here it is, the big 302 V8, which also had some upgrades back in the day, like a bigger intake manifold and a bigger carburetor.
The mighty 302 had a big service 3 years ago, and with everything seeming mechanically fine, it was ready to drive.
But then Dad just kind of parked it up and left it here ever since. So I'm on a mission to reinvigorate the passion. And recently when I came to start it, this happened.
Well, it wasn't good. Fuel leaked everywhere. The main gasket between the carburetor and the intake manifold had completely given up, which I've now learnt can happen if you leave them sitting for too long. And as you can see here with the fuel staining around the whole carburetor, it was in desperate need of a refurb. So I thought, why not attempt something I'd never done before? Take the carburetor off, which went well. And after successfully removing it from the intake manifold, I took the carburetor down to a guy called Lee at Sandy Carby's to get it completely refurbished. And while he worked his magic, I gave everything a good clean up. And here it is, the 4-barrel Holly looking magnificent. Lee did such a fantastic job restoring it, bringing it back to life and replacing all the seals and gaskets. He even mentioned these butterfly valves had completely seized up, and as you can see, they're moving beautifully again. So let's get it on the car. First on with the new gasket, then on with the Carby. 4 quick bolts to the intake manifold, the choke cable with these 2 screws, and the accelerator cable with this tricky clip. The transmission kickdown, a spring here, a spring there, the vacuum line, and some trusty WD-40 for the fuel line. Then the last piece of the puzzle, the air filter. And before doing anything else, I checked the coolant, which was good, the oil, which was good, and threw in some new fuel.
Which brings me to right now. We're all ready for another start, and I'm a bit nervous to say the least. All right, so immobilizer first, which doesn't seem to be clicking, which is a little bit of a worry.
And it was a worry. Right then, I realized I had no power to the car. But of course, I had to try it anyway.
Okay, I've got nothing.
As you can see here, the battery in the remote was absolutely fine. But because the car had been sitting for so long, the immobilizer had completely drained the battery. But I had a lifeline.
Just come up and get it. We'll have one for you here.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Right.
See you, bye. On my way to get a battery.
So I went back to the guy that did that service 3 years ago. His name's Mustafa, and he's a legend.
Hey. Good man, how are you?
But he's a bit shy, so we'll let him be. Thanks, man.
Okay, so the story is there's a new battery coming for me tomorrow, but in the meantime, he's given me this bigger one that we can jump a cable to the original one and try and get it started.
Which is what I did.
Okay, so we're all wired up. Oh, yes! Oh, there's an interior light too. Okay, good signs, good signs. This is gonna go.
I had some power to the car, which was a very good first step.
Okay, here we go. Key in, wrong key. correct key helps. Oof. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Something's not right there. I now have double jumper leads on. Wrong key again. Come on. Oh, it's better. Okay, so it's just power. It needs more power.
Even with double jumper leads on, it still just wasn't enough. So I called Mustafa to see if there's anything else I could do.
If you can take that battery out and somewhat manage to put that big motherfucker I gave you in there on some sort of an angle, just enough to like hook on the leads to it. It doesn't have to be sitting perfectly.
And somehow it managed to fit.
All right, I've changed the battery over. I managed to squeeze the big one in there. It's by no means permanent, but for now, hopefully we can get a start. Come on, square key, correct key. Let's do it, come on. Come on, come on. Give it some fuel. Ooh. Oh my God. It runs smooth. It's holding idle. Oh, yes. Listen to that. Oh, 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 oh. More fuel, more fuel. Oh, maybe too much fuel. Actually, I better go check. Let's go check the Carby. I smell fuel. Grab the light. Oh, it looks nice. It's all good in there. It's all good in there. Let's check the other side. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. No leaks. Massive win. Let's go try it again. Oh, it sounds so good. It's holding. It's running beautifully. Lee from Sandy Carbies, thank you mate. He dialed this carburetor in for me. He tweaked it perfectly.
He really did. He even marked the 2 taps I'd need to adjust should I need to change the mixture, but I didn't have to touch it.
Take the choke right out. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
It was perfect.
It's purring. Look at that. It is running sweet. No leaks. No leaks. Okay, I'm going to let this run up to temperature and see how it all holds together. But that brings me on to the next issue with this engine.
I was so excited with the progress so far, but for as long as I've known this engine, I know it suffers from a serious overheating issue, which is why 3 years ago, Mustafa replaced the water pump and did a full coolant flush. So hopefully that's helped.
The next step to address the overheating issue, I think, is going to be trying to find a shroud for this radiator. But this is an upgraded radiator, it's not original. So I'm going to have to do some hunting and try and find a shroud for this, and hopefully that helps the problem.
But for now, let's see if it overheats.
Okay, so not a lot of the original gauges work in here, but this aftermarket temperature gauge is all we're worried about. So it's run up to temperature and it's sitting pretty well. It's starting to rise a bit now. Usually at about 85 was the kind of limit, and I think it's kind of getting there, but it has been holding, and then it comes back down. Oh, that's nice. Ah, so it's holding really nicely.
That was a really positive sign because there wasn't even air moving through the front of the car.
And then it settles back down to 80. That's amazing. Okay, that's really good.
I think for now, that's a success.
Oh, wow. Looking at that gauge, it seems to be sitting right at about 84. But it's definitely under 90, which is fantastic. That's great. That means that the next step is to take it out for a drive. Oh, I'm so excited. The new battery's coming. That's coming tomorrow. So new battery in, hopefully find a shroud. And then the next step will be taking this out for a cruise, and first time on the road in 3 years. That's so awesome. So just on the overheating issue as well, if any of you have any tips for me, something that I've missed, it's obviously a bit of trial and error with these vintage cars, and this is the first time I'm really diving into working on a vintage car like this. So yeah, any help would be very much appreciated. But all going well, the plan is to just get this back on the road for my dad. So stay tuned for another update when hopefully we're cruising. Thanks for watching. Oi, can you hear that? Listen to that, mate.
I can't hear it.
Hang on.